Hey Gemini, welcome back to Distilled Tarot. My name is Shannon. I'll be guiding you through this week's reading. This is going to be for the week of July 10th through the 16th. Let's see what's going on with Gemini. First card out, Ten of Swords. Major ending, concept-wise, your way of thinking, your belief system. I'm trying to check in with how you're feeling about this, and I'm getting mixed feelings. You're uncertain of how to process this at the moment. But you're certain that something feels done and over. It's connecting with Page of Cups energy. So whatever is done is kind of opening a window or a door toward a new emotional outlet for you. What's the challenge for Gemini? Four of Cups. Oh, another one wanted to pop out. Judgment in reverse. Okay. Okay. Guys, I have to tell you the way I'm getting this. Judgment in reverse feels like overthinking. It feels like making a decision and then questioning it and then pulling that decision back before you even announce it to anyone else and rethinking it again and over again and never quite feeling certain about what you want to do here. Now, this is kind of connecting with, it came out as a secondary card, not exactly at the same time. So the stronger energy of your challenge here is the Four of Cups. And that's all about not welcoming a new emotional component to your life. Being wary of something new, being wary of a new love offer, perhaps. More likely, it's a bit more nuanced than that. The Four of Cups would recognize something emotionally that would take you from just having fun, just playing around, just being casual, enjoyment, pleasure, to a new level of emotional experience, which is more stable, which is more sure-footed, where there are more rules and expectations. So when the Four of Cups is in the upright, you're perceiving that energy as restrictive, as something that's not for you. It doesn't feel very welcoming or very safe to you. But when you pair that with Judgment in reverse, it's almost like you're wanting to make the decision to accept something new emotionally, something that would feel a bit like more responsible or more committed or more like an upgrade emotionally. But you make the decision and then you go back on it, and then you make the decision again and you're like, no, that's not what I want. So there's a bit of hemming and hawing there, which is this combination of energy represents your challenge. Remember, the heart of your reading is a mindset or a paradigm shift, something that you're letting go, something that you're done with. So, my instinct tells me the mindset that you're done with is the challenge. The vibe that we were talking about, representing the challenge, that is the mindset that you're looking to let go of. You're not quite like solidified in your decision to let go of that mindset yet. Let's see your focus. What is Gemini focused on? Lovers in reverse, Hierophant in reverse. I'm not getting stereotypical tarot energy off of this. I'm honestly getting a rebellion against societal expectations for relationship. I think you see a different path forward. Because Hierophant in reverse, to me, usually feels very just rebellious energy. Rebellion against the status quo. The bucking the norms. Saying, well, why was that rule written? It doesn't apply to me or the situation. It's irrelevant. So why should I have to follow that rule, per se? And then the Lovers in reverse, I mean, it's a very powerful... These are two major arcana cards together. The Lovers and the Hierophant. Very powerful energy showing up together, but the Lovers in and of itself in this context feels very powerful to me. It feels like it's showing up for a reason, and it's not just to say reversal energy of the Lovers, like there's a relationship that's ending. I'm not actually getting that at all, although that could be part of your story. The point of why this is showing up is not for what's coming apart, it's for what's coming, for what's coming together. Temperance at the bottom of the deck. For what Spirit is bringing together, what has been arranged behind the scenes in the spiritual realms to be coming together at this time is something that is requiring a bit of bucking the norm for you. Now, it could just be your norm, because your normal way of operating, because we've already been talking about this Ten of Swords that's representing this paradigm shift, this change in your way of thinking. Now, a very kind of stereotypical way to read your focus energy would be that you are primarily focused on a relationship that's ending, potentially including a divorce. So for some of you, that will be relevant. But even for those of you who are experiencing this energy that way, I think the point, moreover, is that whatever you're going through is causing you to see relational rules in a different way. Like perhaps the reason the relationship is ending, or kind of a byproduct of the relationship ending for you, ideologically speaking, is a shift in the way you view the concept of relationship. And the way you will be behaving based on that belief moving forward. Show me the recent past. What led up to this for Gemini? Seven of Pentacles reversed, Knight of Wands reversed. This is an impulsive action to be selfish and stop investing in something. I can't put it more succinctly than that. It's really either you or someone who was investing in you, so to speak, decided to stop doing so without explanation. Could be ghosting. But we have the Ace of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, which corresponds with the one offer, the cup that's being offered to this individual who's not very receptive in the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups is the 3 plus the Ace. It's like this offer coming in of new love, and the recipient of that offer not being very receptive. This feels tumultuous, Gemini. This feels like you've kind of been drug over the coals, so to speak. It feels like you've been through a lot. Ups and downs, it feels like. because I'm trying to check in with a different energy of whether it was you that decided to stop investing in something or if you were on the receiving end of that energy. And it almost doesn't matter in the way that each group of you would have perceived that energy. It's just as tumultuous either way. It feels quite unsettled. Necessary. It feels necessary. Like this action wasn't unfounded. It was impulsive, but not unfounded. That's what I mean by necessary. Like there were reasons for this impulsive action to stop investing in something or another. I think it's investing in a relationship. Although this is a general reading, so these energies could manifest in another way. How is Spirit supporting Gemini through this experience? Another grouping of cards. We have the Two of Wands in reverse, the Fool in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So you're definitely meant to... Oh, they're protect... Oh, okay. Your spirit team, I believe, includes a protector. And I'm getting strong protector energy here, like spiritual protector, is watching out for you in this instance and keeping you from taking a big risk that doesn't have the potential payoff that you think it does. So this paradigm shift, whatever this Ten of Swords that has you kind of shifting your belief system in a certain way, it has you Four of Pentacles in reverse, releasing something that you had been clinging tightly to, which I think that correlates strongly to the Ten of Swords, whatever this idea or this belief that you've had about how relationships need to be, or how you need to show up in relationships, or just who you are to other people, how other people perceive you. There's some big like mindset shift or ideological shift that you've been through that correlates with this Four of Pentacles in reverse. Something that you've kind of like, I need it to be this way because it's a little bit of like a safety blanket for you mentally. The idea of it is something you've clung to. The release of that is something that is going to be a very protecting element for you. Fool in reverse is where I'm getting this protective spiritual energy. Like, okay, I see you potentially taking this leap because you really want to put yourself out there. In this instance, it's less likely that it's going to pay off in the way you want it to. So I have this change of plans, the Two of Wands reversed. And by I mean spirit, because that's the position we're looking at right now, right? Is like your higher self, your spirit support team, your protector in the spiritual realm. You may get an alternate plan suggested to you, or like an epiphany, like a new idea might pop into your head of an alternate plan to something that relates to what you're experiencing here. Like, okay, I thought the plan was going to play out like this. However, this Two of Wands reversed either just represents a scrapping of the plan, or more likely a new plan arriving to kind of take its place. The old plan is just going to be overridden by a new plan, I think. And I'm getting that partly because we have the King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck, who is someone very adept at making plans. He's, they're giving me a football analogy, which is funny because I'm not really a sports person. But like someone who knows all the plays and can just kind of give a new suggestion for how to run the ball that's going to be better in this scenario. My apologies to those of you who are like me and are not sports people, but hopefully that analogy translates. Let's see the near future. How does this energy unfold for Gemini? King of Cups. Very positive emotional progression. Very, very positive. Okay, so, and again, King of Wands here at the bottom of the deck is still showing his face. This is a very empowered, very centered feeling. Now, I usually read your energy. When I'm tapping into what I'm trying to get for you, the information I'm trying to get for you here, it's how you are going to be experiencing this. So more likely than not, you are going to be feeling like the King of Cups, very empowered, very centered emotionally, very in control of your emotions in a way that you don't feel like you need to spill your guts to anyone else. You feel like your actions speak for themselves, and your emotions should come across based on how you carry yourself and your track record. It is possible that this is someone else showing up in your situation in the near future as a progression of this energy. Someone being very at home in their own feelings. Someone very comfortable feeling what they feel, unashamed, unabashed in their own knowingness. Now, I want to keep coming back to like it's about how they feel and their certainty, whether this is you or someone else, because the King of Cups, not a big talker per se. Usually, it's the vibe that you sense from the King of Cups that's like very emotionally centered. It's the look in their eye, it's their behavior that shows you how they feel. It's not necessarily what they're saying. But we did have the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, which when that came out, which tells me that their actions are going to speak louder than their words. Again, whether that be you or someone that you're connecting with. Showing up as King energy is a strong indicator of someone who can be trusted and who, because they're experienced enough to give their best to the situation, and that they can be counted on in what they're contributing. What is going to surprise Gemini? What is going to impact the situation that Gemini doesn't see coming? The Chariot in reverse. Okay. Well, this is another shakeup. In order to bring justice or fairness to a situation, there's going to be either a change of direction or someone's going to put the brakes on. Which, I mean, is kind of a continuation of this tumultuous, like starts and stops, ups and downs sense that I'm getting from this reading overall. Something that you think is progressing along nicely, someone who you feel like you see eye to eye, you're on the same page, you're aligned with one another, you're going to be surprised to find out in some way, shape, or form that you need to readdress this. Possibly that it's not going to move forward the way that you thought it would, but not necessarily so. The Chariot showing up tells me there's potential for this to be aligned, but there's something that needs to be addressed first to bring balance to the situation, justice. I'm getting quite a literal read off of this, that many of you expect a certain destination to be the same for two individuals. Like, I'm going to head to this area and you're also going to head to this area, and that's the plan. And it's going to play out in a way that like you had a different address or you have a different destination in mind. Now, usually tarot is figurative, less than literal, but I have seen it be literal in some instances. And I do think for some of you, this surprise, this Chariot in reverse, is a literal manifestation of, oh, I thought we were going to the downtown location and you're going to like the west side location, like the same place but a different location, some sort of mix up in that way. That can't be for a lot of you. That's very specific. Show me hopes and fears. 9 of Pentacles. You know what you want out of the situation that's going to make you feel happy and safe and abundant. And you kind of don't want to sacrifice that. Your independence. This is what has you going back and forth between this mindset shift. Do I want to accept a new love offer, or do I want to keep everything I love about my independence? You're hopeful that you'll be able to remain independent no matter what. You're fearful that your desire to remain independent could eclipse a new potential love. This has you conflicted. It's an unknowable, the moon in reverse, and that has you feeling irritated, irritable. Show me the end result. How do these energies resolve for Gemini? How do these energies culminate for this situation for Gemini? No? We're looking for the perfect card here, apparently, you guys. What's the perfect card, Spirit, to describe, thank you, 2 of Swords reversed, having made a decision and sticking with it? It's all up to you. Spirit is saying, we're not going to tell Gemini what decision to make here. This is your decision. This is something that you are going to decide. You're going to stick with it. The 2 of Swords reversed says it's not just a decision that needs to be made. You're going to be faced with a decision. No. The reversal says you will be faced with a decision and choose something. You'll choose one over the other. You'll make the decision, and there'll be a sense of acceptance or finality to it. It will be you. I'm just checking in because it's possible when a decision shows up that someone else makes the decision and that impacts you. What Spirit wants to say through this reading, if this is your reading, you will be the one to make the decision. You will be empowered to make this decision. And that's also mirroring what Spirit is guiding you through. This 2 of Wands reversed in your crowning energy is this change of plans. So Spirit may present you with a different plan or an alternate plan to kind of supersede or replace whatever you had in mind, the way things were going to unfold in this situation. You choose that new path, or you choose a different path. Whatever it is that you choose, it's going to be up to you. But you will be presented with new options. Well, I want to say at least one new option, but I think okay, it's irrelevant. They're telling me it's not important whether you're going to get more than one option. I try to be specific for you guys. Give me advice for Gemini, please. How can we work with these energies for our highest and greatest good? The moon in reverse. I referred to this earlier when it showed up at the bottom of the deck. So the advice is the same as the way I was discussing it earlier, which is the unknowable. As advice, that means come to an acceptance, to whatever degree you can, that many things are outside of your control. Many things, no matter how deep you dig within yourself or within your surroundings to try and understand yourself or understand others or the environment, to try to prepare yourself for what's coming next, to make the best plan, to make the best choice. There are always going to be factors outside of your awareness, the unknowables. The advice is to get comfortable with that as much as you can. Don't try and expect for every factor to somehow come into your awareness. If you think, I can't possibly make the right decision until I know this factor or this set of factors, Spirit is saying, I'm sorry, Gemini, you're going to have to make the decision without that information. And don't worry, you're going to make the right decision even without that information. The Seven of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck, when that comes out, tells me that you have had time to peruse your options already. You don't need more stimulus or more checking out different potentials in order to make the right decision here. So I'm going to leave it at that. Gemini, I hope that helped. I will see you back next week. I hope you have an excellent week this week. Best of luck, and take care until then.